Hello, Watem here, and welcome back to some more Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 6, Tsumihoroboshi. Hey, I remembered it this time. So yeah, back to Keiichi's point of view. It's rare to see Ren asleep in class. She isn't the kind of girl who sleeps in class because of staying up so late. She had to be tired from doing housework or something. Everybody seemed to be thinking the same thing. Nobody tried to wake her up, not even Chi-sensei. She got up for a few seconds and went back to sleep. She swayed back and forth like she was rowing a boat. But she's in class, so I should wake her up, right? I was about to wake her up, but before my hand touched her, Mion gave me a sign not to.
寝かせてあげなよ。たまにはそういう日もあるよ。
うん。それもそうだな。
I heard a few days ago that Rena lives with her father. She studies during the day, plays a lot after school, and does things around the house like after that. I didn't know that. I also didn't know her mother had divorced her father. Mion told me that, and she also told me not to talk about it because Rena is still hurt by the divorce.
そんな苦労をしてるなんて全然気づきもしなかったぜ。
レナはそういうのを表に出さないタイプだよね。ひょっとすると普段陽気に振る舞っているのもそういう風に意識して振る舞っているからかもね。
Rena told me that happy days will one day come to an end. She told me that she knew that firsthand. What could she have been through? I had no idea. That's probably why she tried to spend as much time as peacefully and cheerfully as she could. I must have hurt her feelings when I said I was bored of having happy days. When I thought about it, I felt bad for living off my parents, who were both healthy and happy. For that matter, Satoko and Rika-chan lost their parents too. Mion lives with her grandmother, away from her parents, because she needs to learn to be the head of the Sonozaki family in the future. When I realized all that, I felt bad about my situation.
別にケイちゃんが両親と生活してることを申し訳なく思うことはないよ。
Mion seemed to have read my mind. It's because you're an open book. She said with a cool expression on her face.
確かに家族ってのは生まれてきた子供である私たちにとって一番最初のコミュニティなんだと思う。でもね、コミュニティは家族だけじゃないんだよ。
仲間か。
わかってるじゃん。
俺たちはレナにとって家族に負けないくらいの存在なんだろうか。
掃除洗濯、炊事に買い物。それに疲れて昼寝だけして過ごすことだってレナにはできるんだよ。でもレナはそれをしない。放課後の時間いっぱいを私たちと部活をして過ごす。それはつまりなんて言えばいいのかな。そう、仲間ってことなんだよ。
レナにとっては家族と同じくらいの意味のある仲間ってことなのか。
Mion looked stunned, as if she didn't understand what I was talking about.
ああ、ケイちゃんが今日まで仲間って言葉をどういう意味で使ってきたか知らないけどさ、仲間ってのは家族と全く同格じゃないのかな。
難しく考えることではないのですよ。
Rika-chan joined our conversation.
居場所があればいいのです。それがある場所を家族と言ったり仲間と言ったり呼び方が少し変わるだけのことなのですよ。
リカちゃんにとって家族と仲間は同じものか。
僕はそうだと思っていますです。サトコもミーもそしてレナもそうだと思いますですよ。
だから私たちはいつも一緒にいようとするんじゃないかな。
リカちゃんはみんなといると寂しくないか。
みんなは家族なのです。寂しくなんかないのですよ。
Mion nodded in agreement. Sadako was talking with her other classmates, but I'm sure she would nod as well. Rena would too. I mean, Sadako might feel lonely without Satoshi-kun, though. Eyes.
俺、ちょっと恥ずかしいよ。
ん？
今日まで俺、仲間って言葉を使ってきたけどさ、本当の意味で理解してなかったと思う。仲間ってのは、もっともっと大切で、かけがえのない、すげえもんなんだよな。
それ、すっごく当たり前のことだからさ。もし今日まで分かってなかったなら、よく胸に刻んだ方がいいよ。
そうだな。そうするぜ。
あと、それを二度と口にしない方がいいかもだね。今、ケイちゃん、かなり恥ずかしいこと言ってたと思うよ。
After all that, Mion still made fun of me. I think I understand a little better why Ren was always so serious about having fun. I want to be her best friend, and I want to do my best to be deserving of their effort. Rena snored. It sounded cute. She sensei let her sleep in class, but she couldn't let her get away with snoring.
委員長、竜宮さんを起こしてください。
レーナ、ほらほら。
Rena was still half asleep and made a strange noise. Everybody in the class laughed. Rena noticed they were laughing at her, woke up right away, and acted like she wasn't sleeping at all. It looked really funny. They burst into a fit of laughter. Outside the window, the sky was blue and the clouds were pure white. It was still June, but it looked like the middle of summer. This perfect weather wouldn't last forever. It could get cloudy and rain all of a sudden. Right, it could get cloudy and rain all of a sudden. Irish English. Oh, that's why we had to play and race a ruckus while we still had this perfect weather. The cries of the cicadas sounded as if they're laughing at us because we still have some classes left. Ah, damn it. Can't wait for school to finish.
どうしたんだろう。ケイチくんすっごく嬉しそうだね。今日は何かあるの？
別に今日何かあるわけじゃないぜ。今日は今日だし、明日は明日だろ。今日が晴れてるならそれで十分。明日の天気なんか知ったこっちゃないってことさ。だから今日という日を俺は精一杯遊び倒したい。いつ天気が崩れたって後悔しないくらいに徹底的にな。
I learned that from Rena. I learned that peaceful days are the happiest you can have and that they're irreplaceable.
ミオ、今日の部活はなんだ？それに最近罰ゲームがちょいと刺激不足だぜ。
言うね、ケイちゃん。そこまで言うなら、今日の放課後には生き地獄ってやつを拝ましてあげるよ。
ケイチくん、あんまりミーちゃんを挑発しちゃダメだよ。
おいおい、臆すのかよ、レナ。上等じゃないかよ。また俺たちの実力で大暴れしてやろうぜ。俺とレナの決着だってまだまだついちゃいないんだからな。
I grinned at her and she grinned back.
それもそうだね。よーし、レナも思いっきり頑張るぞ。レナさんには先日の借りがございますものね。きっちり倍返しさせていただきましてですわよ。
いいね、いいね。盛り上がってきたよ。
早く放課後になるといいのです。
I couldn't wait either, but the time we spend just talking together is also very precious.
そうだな。 早く放課後になるといいな。
I wonder if that point of view will be collateral. My favorite wine. Sadako went to join the children playing in the schoolyard. Since I didn't feel like going, I decided to stay at home. So Rika again? Most likely she wouldn't be back until the evening. When Sadako wasn't around, I had ways of spending time without her. Besides, that's what I wanted to do anyway. I stuck my hand deep inside the pile of winter futons in the closet and pulled one out. Next, I filled a stylish-looking glass with ice. The ice made in the freezer smelled of chlorine though, and didn't taste good. Store-bought ice would be the best, but since Sadako kept asking me what I was using it for, I stopped buying it. But it might be worth spending time to think about a good excuse for that, if it meant I could enjoy ice without ever again smelling the chlorine. I filled the glass with mineral water, then poured a little bit of another liquid into the glass. Watching the colour mix into the transparent water was a very pleasant thing. This wasn't the right way to drink it, but I liked it that way, and didn't want it to hear any complaints. My body is very convenient, because I can get drunk with any tiny amount. That's why I dilute that small amount with a full glass of water. And thanks to that, I could enjoy a single bottle for a long time. It wasn't bad, if you thought about it like that. Is Rika an alcoholic? I mean, it's like knowing that you're going to die in like X years, not being able to change it every time, especially as you get closer and closer to the date, that would be quite a trauma to go through. I put a cushion on my favourite spot by the window, and with the glass in one hand, I enjoyed the familiar view of the soft wind brushing through my hair. A slightly sweet, ripened aroma tickled my nose, and just when I was about to start enjoying the atmosphere, the annoying one came back. She didn't like this bad habit of mine, and she complained every time I tilted the glass. She started nagging me noisily.
うるさいな。少しくらい我慢なさい。何を飲もうと食おうと、私の勝手でしょ。
ダメなのです。その飲み物はあなたにはまだ早いのです。
That doesn't really sound like Sadako, I don't think. What? I mean, that sounds like the adult Rika rather than the normal Rika, but it doesn't sound like Sadako, but it is yellow. I tried to ignore her, but she started making a fuss, as if trying to ruin the atmosphere on purpose. There was no way I could enjoy getting drunk like this. I glared at her and threw the drink out the window.
なんで私が憂鬱か知りたい？私の死に方が決まったからよ。
And Sadako wasn't around. She does specifically mention Sadako there. Come on, why isn't Enter working? Guess I have to click. Seemed like she finally understood why I wanted to drown myself in alcohol.
そんなに落ち込まなくてもいいのよ。 割と一瞬で死ねるから、そんなに怖くないわ。
My body will be burned and cut in pieces, but I'll be able to die instantly.
でも、また、ダメなのです。
そうね。またダメね。
Or is this the Sadako vicious only revealed at home?
これだと、私の命日はいつだっけ
6月の25日の夜だと思いましたです。
綿流しの祭りが終わってから、だいたい1週間後か。まあ、妥当なあたりね。
Maybe it's, like, the thing which no one can see but they hear the footsteps. Maybe it's that? And maybe it's related to her being able to know the future? Maybe?
やっぱり、僕のせいなのでしょうか。
Okay, no. Maybe not.
決まってるでしょ。あんた自覚ないの
Because if it was the thing which was, like, knew the future, then it wouldn't be asking if it was her fault.
はう、はう。
She was the one who asked me, yet she cried when I told her she was right. Ah, geez, she's always so annoying.
頑張りましょう。次のすごろくではきっと、6が立て続けに出てくれることもあるわよ。
June 25th. I still had 10 more days. I was going to relax and enjoy those 10 days. I still had some wine left too. Huh. So you're going to see more of Drunk Rika, maybe? Either in future tips or in the actual story, maybe? It had been very hot for the past few days. The corpses went rotten quickly. This is Renda's point of view again. Any housewife knows how fresh meat can go bad. I know it too. That's why the first thing I did was dismember the corpses. There's only one reason why I needed to dismember them. I had to reduce them to a portable size in order to carry them to a place where they'll never be found. When men see the words dismembered corpses, they'll probably feel disgusted because they don't cook. But housewives are used to taking the guts out of fish, and they sometimes see living maggots. They take the maggots off the food, or even cook it with the maggots still on. The heat will kill them after all. Women don't tell men what they do in the kitchen because men wouldn't eat the food if they knew. Ah yes, there's two things you never want in life you never want to see how they're made. Laws and sausages. So it didn't really bother me much to dismember them. I was released from all my problems by killing them. Cleaning up the mess was like nothing to me, because I got freedom and regained my happiness. I dismembered the corpses using carpenter's tools like a saw and a hatchet. I was wearing a black sweatsuit I bought for today because I thought I might get stained with blood. Bloodstains don't show on black fabric, and I can just throw it away after it's done. I brought a plastic sheet I found at the dump because I thought the blood might spread otherwise. If I did the work on this sheet, I could just burn it when I was done. In the end, dismembering human bodies is no different from preparing food on a chopping board. I was very tired from chopping apart two adult bodies, but I didn't have a problem doing it. I cut off their arms, legs, and heads, dividing each body into 6 pieces. I heard before that blades get easily ruined by fat when you cut apart a corpse, so I brought many kinds of tools. And I was right. I didn't have to go back and forth between here and my house to get another tool in the middle of work. A long time ago, the construction manager was murdered and his body was dismembered here during the dam conflict. He was cut into 6 pieces in the same way. Well, I had 2 bodies, so there was double that, though. I remembered the main suspect was still on the loose. The victim's arm he hid hadn't been found yet. I wonder where he hid it. I'd like to ask him, I smiled wryly. Unlike the arms, legs, and heads, torsos were difficult to take care of. I am just remembering something though. In each of the paths, I'm pretty sure the first time we meet Tomitake-san is him taking photographs near the dumping site. I thought about cutting them into smaller pieces, but I decided against it because I thought it would be troublesome to clean up the guts. Did I say, unlike the arms, legs, and heads, the torsos are difficult to take care of? I put each piece into a black trash bag and sprayed on a lot of deodorant. I wasn't sure if I would help against the smell, though. Many bugs flew around me while I was dismembering the corpses. After I finished putting all the pieces in each bag, the bugs were still flying around. That was just because they could smell the blood. After I cleaned up everything, they were all gone. Now, all I needed to do was get rid of these 12 black bags. Burning them would be easiest, but I don't think I can burn them to ashes without using a cremator. The best way is to bury them somewhere. Other than the torsos, each piece is small enough to fit in my backpack. I could easily carry them without being noticed. I could throw them into a river running through the dam construction site, but if I did that, somebody would find them for sure. I've seen on the news several times that a bag with a body part in it was found beside a river. Every time I heard something like that, I always thought the murderer was stupid. I thought about dumping them into Onagafuchi swamp, but rotten meat floats. Thought about weighting the bags, but there's no guarantee they'd stay down. So that left me with one choice, to bury them. But where? There are many unexplored mountains at the end of the abandoned districts around Yakuchi and Takatsudo. It's probably best to bury them somewhere in the mountains. While it would be safe to bury them here in the garbage dump too, it's not perfectly safe. And so, I'm going to bury all these bags somewhere deep inside a mountain, in order to completely erase the 2 of them. My joints hurt, since I've been using muscles I don't normally use. I cleaned up the mess very carefully and got into my hideout, while still wearing the sweatsuit. I laid down on the mattress. I washed my hands carefully, but there was still dirt and blood under my nails. I should take a shower later and wash it off completely. When I say things like disposing of corpses, it sounds like I'm the greatest evil of the century. That's only true if I get caught. What I did isn't a crime as long as I didn't get caught. Plus, I didn't do this because I wanted to commit a crime. I didn't do anything wrong. I did this to protect my father's life and mine. I mean, yeah, for, Rena, yeah, that was self-defense. So you could get off lightly for that, possibly. But, for Tepe, yeah, that's premeditated as well. People might speak ill of me, but I don't care about them. In the end, I don't think anybody can really pass judgment on my sins. Sins aren't something to pass judgment on. They're something to confess and to atone for. In other words, nobody can measure the weight of a sin other than the person who committed the crime. Do I regret what I did? Do I feel sorry? No. I don't think I did anything wrong. I truly believe there was no better way than killing them. I'm sure it was the right thing, because my life had already started to change since the night I killed them. A few days earlier, I just came home after killing Tepe. My father was cleaning the room Tepe had thrashed earlier. His eyes were swollen. He'd been crying.
レーナ、どこへ行ってたんだ？
あの男と話をしてきた。もうリナさんは二度とこの家に来ない。だからあなたも来ないでって言った。だからあいつはもう来ないよ。
そんなのでおとなしくしてくれるやつじゃないぞ、きっと。レイナもしばらくは用心した方がいい。
It's hard to explain to him why Teppei would never come back. I can't tell him he shouldn't worry because I killed him. Grabbed ice cubes from the freezer, put them in a plastic bag, and handed it to my father.
お父さん。はい。ほっぺた、すごい腫れてるよ。
He must have only noticed it just then.
ああ、ありがとう。
私が片付けるからいいよ。掃除機持ってくるね。
レイナ。
He called out to me.
お父さんが悪かった。ごめんな。
仕方ないよ。あいつらは騙すのがなりわいだもん。だから、お父さんは騙されただけだよ。
レイナは、あいつらがそういう連中だって知ってたのか？
うん。最近だけどね。言っても信じてくれないと思って言わなかった。ごめんね。
He looked down. When he told me about how he wanted to get remarried, I told him that they were bad people and they scammed others with badger games. But he didn't listen to me. So I was right in saying that he wouldn't have believed me at all.
お父さんは母さんとの離婚で落ち込んでいるところをつけ入られたんだよ。
お父さんは、本当にダメなお父さんだよな。
Then he started talking about how he met Rena, as if trying to absolve his guilt. It was when he was suffering the most, and he needed to drink away his sorrow. At a bar he happened to go into, Rena was the one who came to his table. It was her job to be a good listener when her customers talked. Rena must have been a great listener, and offered words of comfort when he talked about the divorce. If he was emotionally stable, he could have taken it as kindness that she was only offering at the time. But he was so desperate that he took it the wrong way. After that, the tragedy was inevitable. He wanted to believe it was destiny, and he glamorized everything about her. It would be easy to laugh at him, and to say he was just dreaming. But I don't blame him, because being weak is also part of being human. He had plenty of opportunities to grow suspicious of her questionable spending habits. But my father just read even the behavior as an attempt to cheer him up. He bought everything she asked him to, and Rina had landed her catch. He shouldn't have brought his lover to the house where his daughter lived. But he was crazy about her, and he didn't even think about it.
お父さんは、お父さんであることを忘れちゃってたんだ。本当にどうかしてた。
He started crying. He held his shoulders. I held his shoulders.
いいよ。
I held his shoulders gently.
お父さんがそれに気づいてくれたなら、お父さんはお父さんなんだよ。私には一人しかいない。最後の肉親なんだから。
He couldn't stop moaning. We held each other and cried together. The next day, my father got up early in the morning. He was already cooking breakfast when I got up, and he told me,
お父さんは今日からしっかりするからな。
でもお父さん、目玉焼きを焼く前にサラダオイルは敷いた方がいいと思うかな。
久しぶりの台所なんで。
He pried off the burning eggs on the pan with a spatula, and he added salad oil to it. It was too late. Doing that just made it an even bigger mess. But I didn't say anything, because I wanted to eat his eggs. I waited at the table quietly. He put the burned eggs on the plate and brought them over to me. It looked like he tried to salvage them by adding cheese, but it didn't really work. Still, It smelled good and crispy. It actually stimulated my appetite. Thick cut toast popped out of a toaster. I made coffee with extra milk and sugar because my father liked it sweet. We put everything on the table. It looked terrible, like a cooking class of an elementary school. But to me, it was precious. Because my father tried very hard to make it, wearing the apron. And on that note, I'll end it here for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya!